Hey, how's it going, YouTube? It's Mold Gold here, and this is my first video on this channel. So I want to thank you guys so much for just, checking this video out. This video I'm just gonna be pretty much, teaching you guys the basic keyframing in Sony Vegas. But before I get to that, I want to talk about what my channel will be making. It will be making some, we'll be making tutorials, of course. I will be making tutorials in Sony Vegas, in After Effects, maybe Photoshop, maybe Cinema 4D. I'm also going to be making a tutorial on how to do a backflip. That should be interesting. And yeah, I'm just going to be making tutorials about pretty much anything and everything. And I'm going to be doing some commentaries for some games. What else? I'm gonna be doing some Call of Duty edits, real life edits, which is like me doing some kind of editing with my video camera and all that stuff. So that being said, let's move into Sony Vegas, and I'm gonna teach you guys the basic of keyframing in Sony Vegas. This is extremely easy to do and basic, so it's not gonna be too exciting and all that. But you gotta learn the boring stuff first to get to the exciting. So first things first, just open up your Sony Vegas. In this video, I am currently using Vegas Pro 10, but you can use Sony Vegas Pro 11, Pro 9, and Pro 8. So for basic keyframe, all I'm gonna do is just import a text. So to import text, just go to the Media Generators tab, click on Text. I'm just gonna drop down the default text like that, and I'm just gonna change what it says by highlighting it. I'm gonna put mold, and I'm just gonna leave it like that. This tutorial is not really about the text. If you guys want, I could make another tutorial all about just the text effects and all that, but this video is mainly just for keyframing, so I'm just gonna get into the keyframing. So after you got the text set up in Sony Vegas like that, you're gonna want to click on this event pan slash crop right here. It looks something like that. Click on that, and you should get a window that looks like this. Alright. Using the wheel on your mouse, you can scroll in and scroll out. I'm just gonna scroll out so I got more room to work with. Alright, after you've done that, you're just gonna want to take this timeline indicator and put it all the way back to the beginning like that. So before we get into the keyframing, if you guys do not know what it is, I should explain this a little bit, in the beginning of the video, but I'll just explain it before I actually start doing it. Keyframing is pretty much how you animate in a video editing program. So, in this video, I'm just gonna kind of animate this text from zooming. It's gonna start off from zooming towards, like zooming into the screen, and then I don't know, maybe it'll slide to the left, slide up a little bit, and just slide off the screen. So to do that, all you have to do is take this timeline. Oh, actually, before you move the timeline indicator, this is the position that you're gonna start off in. So to give it a zooming in effect, all you have to do is take this rectangle that's inside the circle and just kind of grab a corner, left click, and drag it so it's kind of far away like that. And after you've done that, take this timeline indicator and move it to the 2-second or the 1-second mark, so like that. And oh yeah, each one of these, like, that's 2 seconds, that's 4 seconds, in case you guys didn't know. But anyways, you're just gonna take the timeline indicator and drag it to around the 2-second or 1-second mark, and you're gonna find the corners of the rectangle, wherever they're hiding. So you're just gonna, whoop, almost there. You're just gonna find the corners of the rectangle that you pulled apart, kind of. Oh, come on, kind of enlarge this to be pretty big, but I'm sure if you just take the side things, if you left click and just drag that closer like that, you should drag it into, so it kind of looks like that. And as you can see, it zoomed a little bit more. And also on the timeline indicator right here, it created a keyframe. This diamond is a keyframe, and as you can see, if you are to watch or just drag this timeline indicator, you can watch up here in the video that it zooms in a little bit. To change the speed, it's extremely easy. Just left click and drag the diamond closer to the previous diamond like that, and the animation will be faster. So now that we got the zooming in kind of animation, now what we're going to want to do is move the text downward. So to do that, just take the timeline indicator, move it a few seconds in like that, and just go to the rectangle. You should get something. Your cursor should turn into this little guy right here. Left click and you can move it up and down. Keep in mind, when you do move it up, the text actually does go down, and when you drag this down, the text goes up. So I'm just gonna drag it like that. So I'm just gonna drag it down a little bit so it's actually going up. And as you can see, again, it created another keyframe or diamond. So now when you watch this, it'll look something like this. It zooms in, and it should just float up like that. So I'm just gonna make that animation a little bit faster, like that. Oh, also, if you are trying to increase the speed of the animation, you can, and it's moving two diamonds at once, just double click on the diamond, the last diamond, just to move that diamond itself to make it a faster animation like that. So now you got that, whoosh, flies up kind of fast. And now I'm just gonna bring it back down. Actually, before we bring it back down, I'll show you a little tip on how to move it left and right. To move it left and right, sadly you cannot use this little guy and move it left to right. You actually have to go up here to position, but before I switch to that, I just gotta make sure that my timeline indicator is a few seconds ahead, like that. And where it says the X center, if you change that, take this, it moves it left and right. Whoa, so like that, left and right. So I'm just gonna drag it to the right a little bit, and as you can see, again, made a diamond, made another keyframe, and when you watch it, it's got that same animation. Just gonna drag that keyframe. Well, I'm gonna double click on that keyframe, drag it closer to the previous keyframe so it gives it a nice quicker animation. And then yeah, I'm just gonna take the timeline indicator, drag this thing up a little bit so it the text actually goes down like that, and again creates another keyframe. Oh, double click on it so you can move it single, move that closer together. And yeah, so after you've got that, this is kind of like the slide animation, I guess you can say. I'm going to show you quickly how to rotate the text. So just take the timeline indicator again, and just you can see there's this big circle, and then you got the rectangular looking box inside. All you have to do is just kind of go above the rectangle, but not outside the circle. You should get this little icon with your cursor, and just left click it, and you can turn the text like that. So if you move it 360 degrees like that, the animation will also be 360 degrees as well. And yeah, that's some basic keyframing in Sony Vegas. I hope this video helped you guys out if you are beginning in Sony Vegas. This is just basic. You can extend from a lot farther with keyframing. You can make some pretty sweet stuff with keyframing and all that. And the only way to get better at keyframing is by practicing, and more practicing. But yeah, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Feel free to comment if you guys want, like it. But if it doesn't, if you do think, yeah, if you think this video does not deserve a like, don't like it. But please don't dislike it. No, all right. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. Peace.